Record. Perfect. Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our third Thursday continuing education. And now it's time for our Members Matter meeting. I'm Kate Kite with IHLS, and I want to thank Lincoln Library in Springfield, Illinois for hosting our in-person portion. And we can see everyone who's joining us through Zoom. Could I get the staff and attendees at the Lincoln Library to please introduce themselves?
I'm Leah Gregory. I'm the schools liaison in the membership department.
I am John Kirshner. I am the Share Member Engagement Specialist.
Hi, I'm Ellen Poppett. I'm the Assistant Director of the Illinois Heartland Library System.
And I'm Sarah Taylor, the Membership Service Assistant at IHLS.
And I'm Matt Caskey, the Web and IT Administrator.
And
I'm Laura Egg, Rochester Library Patron Services Manager.
Excellent. Thank you. And then are we ready to start with the slides with friends?
Yep, 1 second.
Okay, everyone, it's time to play our trivia throughout Members Matter again today. So give everybody a chance to join in. If you would like to play, the winner does get a little gift from IHLS. And you can scan the QR code on your phone or else go with slideswith.com/IHLSMM. And every time a department gives an update, there will be at least one trivia question to go along with that. The points are pretty much assigned randomly to each question. And it's always, I think even we learn something new about our organization every month.
Just another second to get everybody logged in.
So how's everyone feeling this morning? I know that Laura's presentation was very informative and hopefully no one is too shaken up by the state and trends of social media. I know that whenever I was a teen services librarian in 2018, I got told 2018, 2019, I had a group of junior high school teens that would come to the library regularly, flat out tell me I did not need to get a TikTok, that the library did not need a TikTok. So excellent. It looks like people are doing pretty well today. And okay, as I said, there'll be a question during each department's update. And our first department update is coming to us from Ellen Poppett about IHLS administration.
good morning, everybody. It's good to have all of you joining us via Zoom. The one thing I want to really stress for all of you is that at the end of July, a survey was sent out regarding our strategic planning initiative. We really hope to get as much input as we can as possible. So please look through your email. If you see the survey sent, please take a minute to send it in to us. More than one person from your library staff is welcome to fill it out. Again, we're looking for any and all input we can get. So that's something we really want to hear from all of you about. The other thing I can say as far as administrative services go, we're just finishing up our work on our annual report that will be due to the Illinois State Library at the end of September. So lots of us have writing and tallying jobs to do as we get that submitted to them. Kate, do you want me to go right into membership too?
Let's save membership to
Okay.
that one's towards the end.
Okay, then at that point, that's what I have to report for administration.
Thank you, Ellen. And I hope you were paying attention because what was emailed to every staff member in an IHLS member library with the deadline of August 28th? Was it the end of summer reading pool party invitation? The Ellen Poppet Fan Club application? The Illinois Heartland Library System member survey, or library crawl registration?
There should be a fan club.
There is, it's just not
Oh,
formalized.
There is a pretty hefty member too.
Yeah.
Ellen wants to go to Hawaii.
One more second.
That's right. It is the Illinois Heartland Library System member survey. And then IHLS has a service population of 2,160,469. That is approximately the same population as which US city? Cleveland, Phoenix, Houston, or Denver?
That's what I.
One more second.
Let's see what the correct answer. It's Cleveland.
We're not supposed to win.
Okay, so next is the human resources update, and Jill Trevino is unable to join us this morning, but she did pass along a couple of updates that I will share. The Human Resources Department will attend the East St. Louis Job Fair on Friday, August 23rd. Please make sure that you post any job openings on the IHLS job board on our website. We promote all jobs on our page and give job fair attendees a QR code that links directly to our job board on the website. And then also please remember that Human Resources Consulting is available and you can reach out to Jill directly with urgent needs and schedule a consult for all other HR matters. And that's easy and free. You just go to our website to complete your booking. And I believe that might get shown in our communications update exactly where that is. And that is all I have from Jill this month. So. Library world isn't the only profession that loves acronyms. You'll see SHRM-CP after Jill's name whenever you get her emails. CP means certified professional. What does SHRM stand for? Shroom, super happy room monitor, Society for Human Resources Management, or secret human robot model?
Oh, did you do these in the car? No, but we did do them Tuesday, some of them on Tuesday.
Oh, one more second.
We're having too much fun.
Yes, that is right. It's Society for Human Resources Management. Okay, and next up is our share update, and that is provided by John Kirshner there in person at the Lincoln Library.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. So I'm going to start off with so as many of you, I'm sure, are very aware, there have been some issues with text message notifications through Polaris. As we've talked about in the past, this is an issue with Verizon and companies that use Verizon's towers, how they are throttling our text messages. And so we have done some research and we realized that this isn't a problem that can be fixed with Verizon. So we have decided to go along with a third-party vendor. The vendor that we chose is called MessageBee, which is actually a library specific vendor. And we have already gotten our proposal to move forward with MessageBee through the Share Finance and Policy Committee, the Share Executive Council, and it has been approved by the IHLS board. So that means we are clear to start. We have started like negotiating with MessageBee. And so we're gonna start figuring out how the implementation for that new text message system is gonna work and all the nuts and bolts. But so we are starting getting through that issue. So know that a solution is on its way, and we will keep you updated with that about how it's going. The other issue we've been having with Aspen and its communication with Polaris, with things not showing up in the Aspen catalog, we believe that issue has been resolved. There still have been some issues with the ePay application in Aspen. So right now we are suspending that while we're figuring out what's going on with ePay. So keep an eye out for information about that if you use ePay. And then otherwise with Aspen, so cohort 4B has started out their implementation process this month. And then cohort 4C, which is the beginning of the alphabet for our school libraries, they will start their implementation in September. And I think that's all I have for Aspen. And then something else of note, so our share catalogers have gotten certification to start a training process for training member catalogers on the name authority record process, so the NACO training. And we are currently working out a workflow in developing that training, so look out for that if you are interested in being able to make name authority records, because that's obviously a really big deal in cataloging land. So if you're excited to get that rush of power, keep a lookout for share, some information for share, and we will have information about that. Also related to cataloging, the Share Bibliographic and Cataloging Standards Committee has 2 vacancies. So if you are a Share cataloging member, feel free to look us up on our website and apply, or you can contact Jennifer Baugh or Cassandra Thomas if you are interested. And then that same committee also has, how am I phrasing this? Has updated a few policies that are up for member comment on the Share website. So if you are a Share member cataloging library, feel free to leave any comments that you have about that policy update. And the last thing I have is from me. If any of our Share member libraries are interested in us Share increasing our outreach and engagement with circulation and frontline staff, please reach out to me. I'm very interested in developing some more programming and information for those staff. So if you want that, just reach out to me and I would be happy to help you with that. And that's all I have.
Thank you, John. And I'm going to go ahead and put your email in the chat.
Thank you.
Okay, and then how many hours of annual training do you need to have cataloging permissions in Share? 8, 12, 15, or 20?
I don't know what button I hit, but I don't think I'm gonna do it.
Just another second here. All right.
Correct answer is 15. And then we got really acronym happy this month. So Share stands for saving heaps of cash and reading excessively, stop heaving all rare eggs, saving Harry aardvarks really efficiently, or sharing Heartland's available resources equally?
Hmm.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
I came up with two of those.
That tells me a lot about your brain.
Just another second, almost everybody's answered her.
Although I would like to do A. I would like to do both of those things.
Surprised no one picked C.
It's a skill.
So that's right. It is sharing Heartland's available resources equally. And then next up, we have a communications update, and we did have a switch. Shandy is unable to join us this morning, so Dr. Carol Hogan Downey will be providing the communications update, and I believe she is going to share her screen and show us some features on the website.
Thank you. Yes. All right. Let me, what is this? Oh, sorry. Yes, stop the other screen sharing. I feel like there's never a moment whenever I go to screen share and it's not a little awkward for a second. Okay. So thanks for bearing with me for a second, y'all. So I just wanted to go over a couple of the resources that we have on the website. Many of you may have already known about them, or perhaps all of you, and maybe some of you forgot, or not, but I'll take it away. So the first that I want to show you is our issues guides. These are also, a lot of these are resource guides. So of course I navigated to that issues tab in that menu up top. So we have a few of these are new, which we've advertised or promoted in the newsletter and elsewhere. The digital equity resource guide. It has a lot of the information, most of the information from the info page about applying for digital equity grants. The new notary laws, Paid Leave for All Workers Act, Public Act 103-0100, censorship and book challenges more broadly, and telling the library story. We've archived a few as well. You can also find those under services and I'm skipping right over it, I'm sure, but services and let's just go to services. Issues guides right here. I might not be showing up in the top. Anyway, so another thing that I want to show you is actually in the services menu too, also available up here, but it is our consulting. So of course, we've long had consulting with our library experts, i.e. the membership team and catalogers at the CMC and so on and so forth. But in the last few years, we have expanded to have business area experts. That's people like communications, HR, accounting, and we are always expanding. But right now we have HR, communications, and accounting. To book a consultation, you go to this bookings page and you get options. So accounting, HR, we have now our CMC staff on here and Marcom. And you select, let's say Marcom, or we'll do accounting actually. And these are the times available. Put in your information and book. And then you will get an invitation to a Teams meeting. You do need to accept that invitation in order to actually get the invite, to get the link to the Teams meeting. Otherwise, it will not show you as one of the participants. So make sure you do that. And yeah, we're happy to work with you. And if you can't meet during those times, of course, you can always reach out to our various teams to schedule something. But any questions about any of that? All right, well, I will then yield the floor. Thank you.
Thank you, Carol. Give Sarah a moment to share the slides with friends again. What is the IHLS newsletter called? The IHLS Member Gazette, the IHLS Member Connection, the IHLS Member Tribune, or the IHLS Member Herald?
more second.
And that's correct. It is the member connection. And next up in our updates is the delivery update with Colleen Dettenmeyer.
Hello, good morning. Thank you, Kate. All right, so for delivery, we're gearing up for this school delivery to start back up this upcoming Monday, August 19th, unless you have already reached out to us and given us an alternative date via that delivery help desk ticketing system. We're on the next phase of our new style delivery tubs rollout. And so if your library uses tubs currently and you haven't begun yet using this gray style, then IHLS delivery staff will be contacting you in the next few weeks to begin sending you these new style of tubs. So we ask that you please return all of the old style tubs on that first day so we can make an assessment to determine how many remaining tubs we will need to order to fully convert over to this new style. If you have any questions about these tubs, please go ahead and reach out to us. I wanted to remind that the maximum weight limit of all tubs should be 40 pounds, and that will remain the same with these new style tubs. We do kind of recommend actually that the weight limit should be closer to 35, but 40 is the max. So we've gone ahead and ordered maximum fill line stickers for these new style tubs, and we've installed those on the sides, and we ask that you monitor these fill lines to ensure that you do not exceed this maximum. As far as for L2, please make sure your L2 account is up to date and the appropriate staff are marked as system delivery contact. This is one of the methods that IHLS staff is able to send email notifications to you regarding route delays or cancellations. So I'll post the link in the chat here in just a bit on how to sign up yourself as a system delivery contact or your other staff. And then as far as for the automated material handling system, we have a few updates. We did send the intergovernmental agreements for the IHLS barcode duplication assistance to academics, publics, and special libraries on July 31st. I will send the IGAs to the schools next week, and each share agency will need to respond to this IGA with an option. And I just wanted to remind that IHLS would only auto-apply barcodes to the outside of your materials if you have given us permission and elected option 1 for us to do that. And then if you already have a barcode on the outside, we would not apply another one. We would only do that if you don't have a barcode on the outside. If you have questions about these intergovernmental agreements, please go ahead and reach out to me about that. I'm happy to answer any questions. If for the group purchase details, if anyone wanted to buy a barcode duplicator kit for your own library, or if you wanted additional supplies beyond what we are providing for free, you can reach out to BaseScan for an additional purchase. I'll post that link as well. And then once you have submitted your intergovernmental agreement, IHLS staff will only contact you if you have elected option 2. And then just as a reminder with that option 2, you'll need to take action. Once we send you that email back, you'll need to go ahead and go to Polaris and make that reservation of the number of duplicator kits you want. We're offering quantities of either 1 duplicator at a time, 2 duplicators at a time, or 4 duplicators at a time. So be aware of that there are 3 different item records out there and that you'll need to choose the correct one whenever you're making that selection, because if we have to make a change, then you'll lose your place in line to change it to the correct one. So just be aware of that. And then if you do choose option 2 and you want your library name and the digit spacing applied on your duplicate barcodes, you'll need to upload a picture to us. And we'll send you all this information in the email, but I wanted to remind that that is a part of option 2 as well. And then if you want additional supplies, you'll need to place a group purchase order as well with BaseScan. And then I'll also post the link to find out how many rolls we'll be sending over in the chat. And then for option 1, we have not yet began the barcode duplication. We're still waiting on our shipment of the duplicator kits, and we expect them to hopefully arrive late next week or the beginning of week August 26th. So if you've elected option 2 and you're on that first list, it may not be exactly on August 26th that we ship them. It may be later in the week, just kind of depending on when those items come in. I do know I talked to Dave at BaseScan yesterday, and they're still waiting on the shipment of the duplicator kits to him, and then he has to program each one before he can ship it to us. So we're fingers crossed that they arrive late next week, and then our staff can go ahead and barcode them and get them ready to send out. At any time, if you have questions about any of this process, please reach out to me and I'll post all my information in the chat now. That's it for me.
Thank you, Colleen.
Yep.
So who needs to fill out an intergovernmental agreement or IGA with IHLS? All share library agencies, only libraries who want duplication, only libraries who want to borrow a duplicator, or only libraries who want supplies.
One more second.
Answer is all share library agencies. And then will IHLS auto-apply barcodes if they are on the inside? Because if they are currently on the inside. Yes. Not unless you have signed an IGA with option 1 selected. Only if it's a book that Kate wants to read. When IHLS is not helping with that process. I mean, I have to keep track of my to be read list somehow, don't I?
One more second.
That's not unless you have signed an intergovernmental agreement with option 1 selected. And then our last update is given by the membership team with the membership update. And Ellen, I'm going to let you kick us off.
I will kick us off. What I'd like to share is we're at a point in the year now where summer reading is over, or if it's not over, it's certainly winding down to its last days. School is starting up. We have about a 6-week window till conference season starts up again. So I think all of us on the membership team are kind of seizing the day and trying to get out and visit libraries. So if you'd like us to visit your library, whether you're a school or public, let us know. I will have a big focus on trying to visit new library directors at public libraries. I know Leah always has a list of people she wants to go see or who want to see her. So we'll kind of seize the day and take this window while we have it to get out and do that. And with that, we have Kate here, we have Leah here, we have Sarah here, so you can get updates from lots of people. Leah, do you want to?
I have a little, I have a presentation, Kate. Are you ready for me?
Not yet.
Okay. So I don't have an update for membership, but you'll come back to me in a minute.
Okay.
Yes.
Kate, you want to throw anything in?
Yeah, I just want to remind everybody that we do have some upcoming events. In September, we will be continuing our HR series with leading and supporting neurodivergent employees. That is September 9th at 10 a.m. And then we do have our upcoming Third Thursdays. We've got a lot of things in the works. And like Ellen said, we are getting out and visiting libraries, and we're really excited about that. And that's pretty much all I have. Sarah, do you have any updates on Member Day?
Not really for today, no.
Okay. Excellent. So we will wrap the trivia up with our membership update questions. We'll open the floor for any questions from you all. And then we do have a short presentation from Leah. So what annual event did 18 IHLS directors just graduate from? The Book Cart Olympics, IPLAR Boot Camp, Directors University, or International Librarian Exchange Training?
Yeah.
For sure. Another second.
It is the Directors University. And I was honored to be the staff representative from IHLS there, and I just love to see all of our newish directors, and it's just such a great event. And then our final membership question is, what honor did Ellen Poppet receive in July? The Nobel Peace Prize, the Trailblazer Award, the Golden Ticket, or Illinois Library Luminary. There should be a Y on the end of that. Although Luminar kind of has its own fancy ring.
The Latin, it's Latin, yeah.
One more second.
I thought she was the golden. I think everybody got a golden ticket.
Okay, so we are reprising our final trivia question of the month. This has nothing to do with Illinois Heartland Library System. This is just a fun question that we can all learn from. This little guy is a murex snail. The ancient Phoenician city of, is it pronounced Tyre, John?
Oh, I forgot to look that up. I think
It's Tyre.
It was Tyre.
Okay.
Okay, whoops.
Grew wealthy by harvesting these snails to make a sought-after dye. What royal color do these snails produce? Purple, yellow, green, or orange?
One more second. Uh-oh. Beautiful. Sorry, I froze. 1 second.
Oh, did you just
The
close?
suspense.
That's killing us.
Oh, where did that one work? Oh,
Give you time to Google the murex snail.
Yeah.
I left out some of the information that John sent along about how they were harvested. I was like, let's just say that I'm surprised that they still are in existence.
Everybody got it right.
Okay. Yeah, the correct answer is purple. Okay, so let's see our 3 top leaders. Oh, we got a 3-way tie.
Hi.
Okay, you know what? Go back to the leaderboard. I am going to have to do like a wheel of names. Is that Deb Sherrick? Is that, or who is? Okay.
I would like to also point out that Esther got 26 points.
Oh.
It's not showing on the leaderboard. But
Oh,
there's
there's a
actually,
four-way tie.
it's actually a 4-way tie.
A 4-way tie.
So that's clearly we're doing our jobs and keeping our members informed.
Yeah. Okay, so what I will do, because I know we do have a couple of past winners that won again today, and so congratulations. But we will do a wheel of names with the 2 that have not won. And after Leah's presentation, I'll have that ready to go, and we can see between Deb and Laura which one gets the IHLS prize this month. Esther and Carrie, if you're okay with that. Hint, it's
for
the
me.
same prize that you received, so.
Let
Okay,
others have a chance.
so, okay, thank you, Esther, and I am going to go ahead and open up the floor. We gave a lot of information, a lot of updates. Do you all have any questions or issues you would like to bring to the group before we turn it over to Leah for her presentation?
I have an EBSCO question, but I don't know if that's
That's
related.
what the presentation.
Okay, I can wait until after your presentation then, because that's my, yeah. I can wait.
Okay, yeah, I know the EBSCO databases are on a lot of people's minds. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to Leah. And if you have any questions that you think of, feel free to put them in the chat or direct message me and we'll make sure we address them before we say goodbye today. But now I'm gonna turn off my video and mute myself and turn it over to you, Leah.
Hey, hi, everyone. As you know, we are all about the database package from the Illinois State Library recently. And we started talking about how can we support our members? And we realized like we have members who run the gamut between what even is a database all the way to those who use them every day and are very familiar with them. So I offered, and Kate took me up on it, to do an little informational presentation about the state library database package and databases in general. And I'm trying to make my screen size. Hold on just a second. So I will warn you that when I was a teacher, I taught 11 to 13-year-olds, and that's how I talk to people. So this is probably going to be a little below your level, so please forgive me for that. But I do want to make it clear that we are talking to those of you who don't know what a database is and have never used one, and we don't want you to feel ashamed or nervous about asking about that. So we're going to start at the very, very basics, like what is a database? And a database is any collection of information that is organized in a way to make the information easily searchable. So some examples of a database is your phone, your address book, your library information system like Polaris or Follett, if you use Follett, is a database, your softball team roster, and your mom or grandma's little book of phone numbers. You guys remember that? It was like fancy and you could move the little thing up and down and press a button and it would pop open. Yes, that was a database. It was just analog. And then Amazon, your healthcare website, your child school information system, all of these are databases. When we talk about a library database, a library database is a digital collection of information that is pre-vetted and made available to us in one or multiple easy packages. So library databases are searchable. The topics and the sources may vary. Prior to the Illinois State Library database package, they had a cost associated, which is why a lot of libraries did not have access to them because they are and can be quite pricey. And the state database package is being provided by the Illinois State Library and the Secretary of State's office at no charge, and the choices are amazing. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Here is the first page of the list. It is 6 or 7 pages long. I couldn't even fit it in here if I wanted to. So that's what it looks like. If you have not gotten that list, please let one of us know. We'll make sure you get it. But I want you all to know that Susanna Jones at the Illinois State Library has in fact reached out to every library in Illinois now via email with instructions on how to access, a list of the databases, who to contact if you need help, and a ton of information. The school library email went out Tuesday, I believe. If you didn't get it, let us know. You can also contact Susanna. I will have some contact information at the end of this. But I wanted to show you a little bit about databases, and I'm gonna pick on the Tri-Township Library here because it's my home library and I have access to them already. So this is their resources page, and this is the databases that they have listed, and this is free Illinois State database. So it's not like, as you saw that huge list, there are obviously more databases on that list that are linked here. But in between me looking at this the first time, just wonder what I was going to showcase, and coming back to it, they have added a bunch of the databases. So I was so thrilled to see that Tri-Township has already started linking some of the databases from the program. So I'm going to click on this and go out of my presentation and go to that page. And I'm going to click on the EBSCO Explora database.
Hey.
Why is it not?
You'll need to
Okay.
reshare.
I need to reshare. Stop share. Reshare. I thought it would share what I was thinking. There we go. Okay, so. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. New share. Stop share. Sharing always messes me up. I don't know why. Okay, so it's asking me to log in. Susanna Jones met with Kate and I earlier this week, and when we were talking about some of these issues, initially the rollout is going to ask you to verify with your library card or by being in a library. Hopefully, eventually, when they work all the logistics out, it's going to be something that's readily available to Illinoisans, but they just have to see how they're going to do that. So I'm going to put my library card number in. I have mine memorized, as one does. And this is a database. So I am in Explora. This is just a landing page where you can search for whatever you want to search for. And I always, when I was working with my kids, I would always do dolphins because it was like a non-controversial topic that we could talk about and nobody would argue about it. So I'm going to search for dolphins. And it's going to show me all of the results that it has, I hope, if the internet helps me out here. Now you can see here that there are some filters at the top, and I selected full text because I am an immediate gratification kind of person, and I don't want to have to track down these articles. I want one that I can access immediately. If you're doing more intensive or specialized research, you probably will be searching for articles that you will ultimately have to go to the source and get a copy of. But many of them and more every day are becoming accessible via full text. And I tell you, when I'm teaching middle schoolers, I don't even bother with the other. I'm just like full text, because if I can get them this far and not using Google, I already feel like I've won. So there are very many choices here. You can see at the top that there are articles and journals. So if you're looking for something more scholarly, you can access that. If you're looking for an ebook about dolphins, you can access that. You can also go to reference books and get an encyclopedia article. And there's also video, which is really fun. Since we're talking about how like Gen Z is the video generation now, so that's gonna be very helpful. I am going to stop sharing because I could talk all day about how to use a database. I just wanted to give you an overview. And then I'm going to share my other presentation again really quickly so you can see some contact information that will hopefully make this whole process easier. Oh, there we go. So you recently got an email from Susanna Jones at the Illinois State Library. Susanna's contact information is here. If you need it and you don't have it handy, please email us because we've got her on speed dial right now. She wanted us to assure you that everybody is a little bit overwhelmed by all of these choices. And everybody's wondering, how can we make every single one of these available to our patrons? And you don't have to do that to start with. She said you can start small, make a few of them available, work your way up. If you've got an early adopter patron that is all about it, you can give them the whole list, make it available to them. But if you especially have not offered databases to your patrons before, really just pick one or two. And if you're a school library, we started a discussion on the school website about like your favorite database and how you use it. So please feel free to chime in, and I wouldn't mind if you guys started one of those on the directors as well, because I like to hear how people use databases and what they use them for. Novelist, I will tell you, is my favorite as a librarian, because it's for helping those picky readers who want a book exactly like something else that they've read. So go to the read alike section at Novelist and Novelist Plus. Ellen is nodding her head.
I am.
So what should you do next? Follow the instructions from the Illinois State Library and EBSCO to get access. Use them yourself and get your staff to use them so they're familiar with them. Introduce them to your patrons. And this is the hard part, encourage their use over search engines for factual and accurate info, because the important thing about databases is that it is already vetted. You don't have to go through that step of, can I trust this website? Please thank the Illinois State Library and the Illinois Secretary of State's office for this amazing package. I am just blown away by what they have offered to us. And then please ask for help. The Illinois State Library and IHLS are here and happy to assist you in any way that we can, because we want them to be used so they understand that we appreciate them and we'll keep supplying them to us. And that's all that I have. It was quick and easy.
Thank you, Leah. I know we're all excited, but there's a lot of options with the databases, which is great. So I have not seen any questions come in through the chat. Does anybody have any questions? Did that answer your EBSCO question?
No,
Go for it.
I have a couple. So none of our
Yeah.
barcodes are letting me log into anything. So like, I don't know if our prefixes were wrong, like if they were sent, I'm assuming like everything was sent from Polaris, like what barcodes the library uses.
You'll have to talk to EBSCO.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've tried that.
Okay.
We continue to not get any response, but I'll
Okay.
continue to try.
I will we'll contact Susanna and see what she suggests for that.
Cause they sent me all the links, like I called and they sent me all the links for our landing pages and that was great. He was like, hey, if you have any more issues, reply to me. Well, I replied like twice and
Okay,
that was last week. I have not tried our login since last week.
Okay.
But, that, and then is there a way just to get one landing page instead of having individual links for every?
they are working on that and they don't have it yet. Is that right, Kate? That's what Susanna told us. They don't have,
One landing. page.
One
I think
landing
you had
page, yeah.
mentioned that. Okay.
Yeah, they still are working a lot. You know, they're working on things on their end, but that is one thing that they have not gotten just yet.
The biggest thing is I can't log in. Anyway.
that is a problem and I will.
I tried like so many different barcodes, because we have 3 different prefixes.
Oh, that could be the issue then, depending on how they coded those prefixes when they imported them.
So I tried the old one, I tried the new one, and then we have a prefix for students.
And Laura in the chat says, I have only gotten a survey email about EBSCO, but don't have the links at all. And Shelbyville is the same as Laura.
All right, I would suggest asking Susanna directly to send you that instruction email. Her email, we put it in the chat for you.
Oh, Kate beat you.
Okay. And I happen to have the school's email copy and pasted, so if you're a school and you didn't get it, please email me and I can paste it right in and send it to you. But if you're public, you'll have to go to the source.
Hey, thank you, everyone. Give just a few moments for any final questions that come in. And this recording will be available and posted to our YouTube channel, probably early next week. And I'm going to talk Leah into recording just her presentation and making that available as well.
We'll be glad to do that. We're also talking to Susanna about training for the database package that's coming up between us and the state library in September and October. So you'll be seeing more and hearing more about this.
Okay, well, thank you everyone for joining us today. Enjoy the rest of your day and hope to see you next month. Next month, we're going to be in person at Olney Public Library. And our third Thursday CE presentation, I'm working with the Cataloging Maintenance Center to bring a program about their mobile memory lab, which I know local history and genealogy and all of the historical things. I know a lot of our libraries are involved with that, so I hope you'll come back and join us. And we'll have our Members Matter meeting following that with more updates. And I look forward to seeing you all again soon. So have a great day.